Hello and welcome to Manel Goes Racing, and we're back in Automobilist 2 again, having another look at the new content amongst other things. I thought what we'd do is have a quick look at the other two new off-road classes. That'll be the Formula Dirt and the Kartcross. So what I thought we'll do, the most open circuit at Tykki, 5-lap race, just me, so no AI to get in the way and make your life bloody difficult at the moment. If you do add AI, I think you're only going to get 6, 15, really? 15, that would be bloody mental. Maybe it's, it might be the RX, the Rallycross, as opposed to this, might be, we'll put that back to where it was, might be 6, I think there was one of them was only 6, but what we'll do is we'll just have a quick drive around here. Now, I've actually gone into the options and set the thing so that when you're in a Formula car, if you've got the old halo, the bar vanishes. This, because it's got a screen, you'll see that it has sort of fade on it, so you can see through it quite easily. I don't think you can actually change the bloody thing. It should be in here somewhere, but it ain't in here when you're actually in here, if you know what I mean. I'll go back to the options when we're finished and show you that it's in here, because I can't see it in here, if you know what I mean. Whatever. We've got automatic clutch, so whether or not that will bugger things up slightly at some point, I don't know. It might not on this, but it might on the other one. Right, Formula Dirt. Didn't show you the specs. 84 brake horsepower. It's basically a Formula V with the body kit ready for the dirt. They've also adjusted the green light, so apparently they can go sort of a bit more randomly for their how long they're on for. I will now press the handbrake button. No handbrake. Now this circuit is the most open of them, but it's got these two rather large jumps, and this thing sort of nosedives rather a lot over them. Oh, you do have to be a bit careful at the bottom of that, because it does tend to sort of, you're sort of in a rather dodgy position when you hit the bottom of it. It feels like the front left wheel is going to fold under itself. You can get a bit of rotation on the brakes, quite difficult. Get it all straight and boom, bounce, nasty bounce. Whoops, I probably didn't want to do that, did I? Don't know why I changed down there. I just brain fart that said you're in 3rd gear. Don't change it out at first in there. It's only a 4-speed gearbox anyway, because it's basically a Volkswagen Beetle. It doesn't really slide about a lot. It's despite being on dirt, you still have to drive it in a sort of not a particularly loose way, unless you can sort of Scandinavian flick or something. Ouch. And it really does dig in at the bottom of the hill there. So yeah, I'm sure if you got the technique right, you'd sort of Scandinavian flick it around here and drift it around. I don't know if it's got enough growth to be able to drift particularly. quite good grip even on the dirt. It's got treaded tyres, so ooh, a bit wide. Certainly find it a lot more difficult to be consistent. On mixed surfaces than I do on a normal track, so I thought I'd set this to 5 laps. Did I forget to save it? Probably. We'll skip the cool down lap and we'll just have a quick look at the replay. We should turn all the other stuff off. Oh, come on. Why can't I access that? There you go. Let me turn the map on. There we go. Quite a strange looking little beastie. Very skinny looking tyres. Like I said, about 84 brake horsepower, was it? I'm not 100% sure on the weight. This is listed as just under £1,600, but bizarrely it and the Kartcross have got exactly the same weight listed, so whether one of them's a typo I'm not sure, or whether it just so happens they do happen to be exactly the same weight. You never know. But it does look an uncomfortable ride, put it bluntly. Yep, and that's why you don't change it at first. Yeah, that was terrible. It is quite fun to drive. It's an interesting driving technique because it doesn't really feel anything like an RX car, and it doesn't feel anything like the Kartcross car. It's different to both. So I said it's quite difficult to get the car to rotate. It doesn't have the power to sort of power slide out and trying to get it to rotate on the brakes, whether it needs a sort of brake bias adjustment to help get it to rotate a bit more, I don't know. Lumps and bumps across that big tabletop. We think that'd be it. That'd be it. So yeah, an interesting little car. Like I said, we just go around the simplest of the circuits with a couple of jumps in it to make it interesting. Like I said, the weight 1598. Quite a rearward weight distribution, but it doesn't feel that rearward. If you compare that with the Kartcross, and that's 84 horsepower from a 1.8 litre flat 4, it's exactly the same weight, slightly more rearward weight distribution. This is basically a 600cc motorcycle engine, 130 odd brake horsepower, which is quite a bit more. Does it actually mention handbrake? It doesn't, does it? So no. Again, we'll just do a quick few laps around here. This has got a plain screen rather than having the bars in front of you, so much easier to see out of, and it would help if I press the start button, wouldn't it? Doop. Amount of times I do that, sit there like a prat. Ouch. It's alright, I got stung by a nettle this afternoon whilst doing some gardening. Only nettle in the bloody garden. I went to pick it up and managed to stand on a plant that was next to it and moved it as I went to grab it. Managed to sting myself. What a twat. And for some reason I think there's something wrong with the clutch in this, because if you put a clutch on it, it doesn't seem to do anything. But as you can hear, it's a bit more frantic, and as you'll probably be able to see, it's much more lively, and it does have a working handbrake as well, so also you notice it doesn't nosedive. I'm surprised the other one does actually because of the weight distribution, but and a wing on the back, but shit. Very easy to get sideways and very easy to lose it. I haven't done too many laps in it, so I'm still trying to get my head around it. But definitely quite a lively little thing to drive. In fact, it gets sideways down the straights. Damn it, have I lost it? No, not quite. I don't know if this thing's actually got a solid axle or what, but because I haven't actually looked in the setup options, so I presume it's like a kart where it's just a solid axle, which might explain something about the way it handles. Whoop, shit. Oh, I'm gonna run out of talent and definitely space. And yeah, it really wants you to lift when you change gear. Even with auto clutch on, you would hope it would, with auto clutch, do auto blip and auto lift, but it doesn't. Some cars do, some cars don't. So I don't know if it actually genuinely has a reverse gear, seeing as it's a motorcycle engine. So, but yeah, it's that's definitely a very tricky little car to drive when you need to get your head around a bit. Like I said, it's got a handbrake, so just have a quick view of the replay. But certainly a lot more lively than the Formula Dirt. And flies really well. Oop, I run out of talent. Yep, definitely ran out of talent. Whoops. Bit of a hitbox issue there with that barrier. I'm guessing the stated weight on this is way out from what it should be. Sounds as a very, very thin tubular steel chassis. I know it probably doesn't weigh more than 300 or 400 kilos, so 880 pounds maybe. Nearly did it again. Certainly keeps you on your toes as far as steering input's concerned. Definitely didn't get that right. If you do hit the handbrake on it, be prepared to just spin straight away. It's very, very sharp the way it comes in. So yes, that's the two other classes of vehicle. There, probably should have saved the replay, shouldn't I? Bugger it, I forgot to save the other one. Damn! Oh, didn't want to do that. I want to do that. I wonder if it automatically saved the other one. It might have done, it might not have done. Definitely a couple of interesting vehicles. This thing's just mental. Formula Dirt has a more sort of road-like driving style required. This thing's just like constantly sideways, trying to sling you down the road. What I think I'll do is I'll probably leave it at that, and I'll do another couple of 3 shorter videos. I was going to have a look at the effects of DRS, having front and rear DRS compared with just rear DRS, to see how well it keeps the stability of the car when you apply DRS around a fast turn, as opposed to on the rear DRS only. Things, maybe something like that, because the new P1 Gen 2s have got DRS that's on both ends apparently, so I'm just interested to see what effect it has on the balance of the car, as opposed to the current rear only DRS on the Gen 1s, where if you go into a fast corner and try and hold the DRS, you just end up off the side of the circuit. So yeah, that'll be interesting, but I think that'll do for now. I'll keep them short and sweet. Like I said, I will have a look at 1 or 2 other things I might want to have a look at over the next day or so, and keep a few shorter videos coming that might have some interesting things there. There are so many things to look at, because there's just so many changes in terms of the way cars feel, the way they drive. Cars that you might have found undrivable before, you might find completely usable now and a joy to drive, as opposed to a pain in the arse. Things like this, you just have to get your head around, and of course it is DLC, so if you haven't got the DLC, might want to think about it. There's going to be a lot more added. I presume we're going to get stadium trucks or something like that as well, and a few more places to play with them, because they were in the AMS1. So yes, it should be interesting. Right, but for me, for now, enjoy your racing, have fun, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye. Where's my button?